Hey, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to create an Azure Recovery Services. So you can typically use this for, I guess you can say, offsite backups. So in this case it's going to be a file level backups. So you're only going to be able to back up basically the folders or files. So let's go ahead and get started. So you need to log into your portal .azure.com. You're gonna go to search. You're gonna search for recovery, and we're gonna go to recovery services bot. We're gonna go ahead and create a new one. So let's do a test. Let's do. So like I said, you can use this one as an offsite backup. So you can do test offsite. You can name it whatever you want. Uh, Select your subscription. We're gonna go ahead and create a new resource. It's resource group. Yeah, and the good thing about this backup is that you're able to copy data for free and recover, for example, a deleted file for free. So that's really nice features in there. Go ahead and create it. And also before you actually like deploy it, I think you have the option of locally redundant and geo redundant. So basically it creates or has multiple copies. So I'm not gonna get into detail of locally or geo redundant, but that's other nice features that it has. So let's wait until it gets created. And also, so I'm gonna be testing this on a virtual server. So I deployed it, and in your case, it could be a virtual, or it could be like a test server, or it could be a physical machine. So let's go ahead. So I'm gonna go ahead and just to save some time, I'm gonna go ahead and create some test folders I'm gonna use for the backups. Gonna create one. We're gonna go create a test document. Let's write some data inside there. Okay, that's it. And also for my testing server, I'm using VM Workstation, so you can use that as well. Also, let's go ahead and see if it finished deploying. Let's go ahead and refresh it. So there is my recovery services bot. Let's go ahead and click on it, and then we're gonna go ahead and start deploying it. So right here under getting started, click backup. So we're going to choose on premises, and you see these are the options of what you want to back up. So in our case will be files and folders, prepare infrastructure, and then so these are the steps to get a deploy. The first one, and you need to install the agent. You're gonna download the credentials. You're gonna schedule a backup, and then we can run the backup also. Okay, so like I said, the first step is we need to download the agent. So just click this link. So for example, this is your on-premises server, or your physical server, I should say. You're just gonna go ahead and run it. But in my case, like I said, I'm using a test server, my VM workstation. So basically, I just copy and pasted this executable onto my VM, and from here I'm gonna run it. So we're gonna keep everything as default. Let's choose that for right now. So I think, okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and select next. Do I do not, and then install. So I'll be back when this finishes. Never mind. So it's already done. So you're gonna go ahead and select proceed with the registration. Okay. So now we need to go back to the okay, now we need to basically browse the bot credentials. I don't know if you saw, but in the earlier earlier step, it said you are not connected to the internet. So normally you will get that you are connected to the internet, and then you proceed with the registration, and then it should ask you for the paraphrase for your bot credentials. But I'm guessing it didn't go to that step because I detected I wasn't connected to the internet, and that could be due because so I do have I think natting enabled on this machine. Uh, so what I did was so here number two, say you already downloaded, and then you download the vault credentials, which this is it, and then we're gonna do the same thing, copy and paste it into to the VM. Okay. And the verification seems that it took it. Now we need to enter the paraphrase, so you can name it, you can choose whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and generate one. And now you it's gonna ask you where you want to save the paraphrase. So in this case, I'm just gonna save it in my desktop. It doesn't really matter, just for testing purposes. I basically, ideally, you don't want to keep this in the C drive. I would like Azure suggests you do want to keep this in a USB. So click finish. Now it's going to register with Microsoft Azure, and I'll be back when this finishes. Okay, it's already done. So it took a couple minutes to finish. So after this thing is done, we want to go ahead and launch the Recovery Services agent. We're gonna hit close, and it should launch it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and schedule a backup. So basically, we're gonna choose the file folder we want to back up. So let's do Azure test. Hit OK. Click next. So I'm just gonna leave everything as default. If you are gonna deploy this, you wanna go ahead and schedule what's gonna work for you or your infrastructure. it's creating the schedule. We're gonna go ahead and close it, and then so the backup is scheduled for 8:28 at 2:30 a.m. But in order to test that, we're gonna choose backup now. And choose backup. So this way, we're able to test it and make sure that the data you're able to back up data to Azure instead of waiting for 2:30 a.m. I think that was the scheduled backup. So the first time you run it, it does take a while, a couple minutes. It should take a couple minutes because we're only backing up one file. But in your case, let's say you're trying to back up gigabytes of data. It is gonna take a couple of days. I think when I did try to deploy this in a production, I think the data was trying to back up was around 300 gigs, and I think it almost took a whole week for it to finish. But then after that, the backups are pretty quick. I'm guessing they're incremental backups. That's why it doesn't take that long. So I'll be back when this finishes. Okay, I'm back. So it took a couple minutes. I was less than 5 minutes though. So backup completed. We're gonna go ahead and close it. And you can see the description or the job here. And this will show you if I got completed or not. So let's say now that we accidentally deleted the file. Okay, so that got deleted. Now in order to recover the data, just click here, recover data. I'm going to choose this server. So we're not able to recover individual files because I don't have the net framework 4.5.2. So let's choose so if you do have that, this option is not going to be grayed out. So we're taking that we only backed up one file, so that we're going to choose recover our files and folders are to the tied to the volume. They're going to choose next. And then that was the time of the last backup. I can choose next. So we're gonna choose original location. And then you have the option here if the file already exists. You're able to create copies, overwrite the existing file. So we're going to choose this option. Next, and then choose recover. Then so it shouldn't take that long, taking that it was only one file. But I'll be back when this finishes. So it's already done. It took like 2 to 3 minutes. So after this window, you can hit close. Now we're gonna go back to the location, and there it is. Here's the file. So like I said, you can use this Azure Recovery Services for offsite backups if you wish to. It's completely free. You're able to copy data, retrieve data for free. And then other than that, that's pretty much for my video. So so if you like these Azure videos, be sure to subscribe. And then thanks for watching the video.